Hey, I scrapped my vlog for January, so I figured I would film like a sitting down giving you an update of like what you missed in the vlog that you didn't see. And I would say you didn't miss much, but I did just start selling on Depop, but I didn't really vlog any of it, so you didn't miss much. But I want to make videos about Depop because I think it's really cool, and I asked on Instagram if anyone would be interested in seeing that, and like a couple of people were interested, so I do want to do that. But I think I need to make more sales before I make a video explaining how to make sales on Depop. I do think I want to do videos about like how I take my pictures for Depop, and also how I made my first sale, because I was really lucky and I made my first sale in the first week that I was on the app. So, and it wasn't easy. I did have to try really hard to make that first sale, and then like the next sale was actually really easy, and then so was the one after that. But like I haven't made one since then. So I mean, I'm I'm not wearing any makeup right now. My fiance is coming home from work really soon, so I'm just gonna put on some makeup so I look nice for him. And then I want to take some more pictures tonight for Depop, and also I have to refilm something from a haul that didn't work out, so that's fun. So I'm gonna start by getting stoned. Don't worry, I promise I won't be doing the same makeup I've been wearing for like the past year. I'm moving into other colors at the moment, so don't worry. See, my nails are purple. I painted them in excitement for the new upcoming Jeffree Star palette. I don't have the other blood palettes, but I have Jawbreaker and I love it, so I think I'm gonna collect them all because it's Pokemon now. I think, I don't know. Makeup got really weird. I feel like it's pretty obvious, but I did kind of like go through some stuff recently, and I sort of like stopped talking in my videos and I stopped uploading. This is the same type of stuff I was uploading before, and I changed everything a little bit. And I'm sure you've noticed, and I'm sure you're like wondering like what's up. I'm fine. Everything is okay. I was just at a point where I was focusing really hard on fixing some problems that were, like personal problems that don't just involve me, so I can't really talk about them on the internet. And that was sort of taking up all of my time and energy. And it's a lot better now, and yeah. I definitely don't deal well with seasonal changes here, with the lack of sunlight and stuff, so I think that was like playing a role in everything too, so. But I did wake up feeling really good today. I've talked in my past two videos, and then in the next two that I'm editing, I've been talking in them, so I am feeling a lot better. I feel like the timing was kind of weird because I released a bunch of like fairly heavy stuff, and I like revealed some kind of like personal information, and that was when I just felt this like sudden urge to quit talking for a little while, and I don't really know what that is. But I listened to it and I took a little break from talking, and now I feel like I'm not very good at it. But yeah, I don't feel as scared as I felt. I used to feel really scared all the time. I went through on social media and unblocked all the people I had previously blocked because we used to be friends, and then they ended up getting really into Antifa. So I blocked them because I hate violence. I'm really not a violent person. I'm I'm very pacifist. I only recently started to understand why guns are important, and before recently I was very anti-gun, and now I understand why some people would want to have a gun, and I think it's safer for the general population to be armed and informed about guns rather than scared of them. So, but other than that, I really don't believe in violence unless you absolutely have to, in which case you probably should know what you're doing. But yeah, I just saw these people that I thought believed the same things as me turn into these like monsters that were embodying all of the traits they said they were fighting against, and I unblocked them, but if they interact with me, I'll probably block them again. Don't know why I feel the need to say this, but yeah, I don't interact with people who openly support violent crime. I just think it's safer for me to stay the hell away from them, seeing as I am an immigrant in this country and I'm not. It's been made very clear to me at every stage of immigration that I'm not very welcome in this country, and I've fallen through the cracks in their system, and they really don't want me here. And like, I still remember the doctor when I did my medical exam for the permanent resident card told me like the only thing we're looking for is to make sure you're not mentally ill or like have like some terminal illness that we're gonna have to pay for. But it was like the mentally ill part, and I was like, oh, I'm very mentally ill. And then he looked at my chart again. He was like, oh wait, you're going for the spouse visa or something. This doesn't apply to you. So he was super mad that he couldn't like deny my application because I was very mentally ill. He told me like that's the only thing Canada kind of screens for. It's mental illness. Don't think he was supposed to tell me that. He wasn't a very good doctor. My nails matched this toner accident. That's kind of cool. I have to keep my makeup kind of simple today because I'm doing pictures for Depop, and I think it's better to have like maybe not simple makeup but like neutral kind of colors, because like I know the colors of the clothes that I'm wearing but they kind of don't match with the sorry, I'm just trying to think of the clothes that I have to wear. I have to try on 2 more Lisa dresses. Oh no, I spilled the beans. Maybe I'll make sure that holds up before I put this video out. I have to try on these 2 Lisa dresses because when I filmed it before, my camera was out of focus. So like, that's so fun. Then I have these dresses for Depop that are currently in my dryer that I have to model so I can list them, because I have a shipment of real vintage blouses from the 70s coming to my house. I ordered 20 pounds of wholesale vintage clothing, and it's like in Philadelphia right now, and it's like coming to my house. What? I've never talked about this on the channel before because honestly this was one of those, what does pipe dream mean? Like, what's an unattainable dream? Whatever that is, like that's what this was for me. It was this thing I would think about sometimes, and I was like, oh, that'd be so cool to do that. Like, I would see people online like reselling vintage clothing, and I was like, oh, that'd be like my dream job. I'd be so good at that. Like, you know, like just tooting my own horn kind of shit. But it's actually happening, and like I'm trying not to get too excited because like probably gonna fail, number one. Nobody's gonna buy this stuff probably. Like, that's the way that I have to think about things. Some people call that pessimism. I call it realism. I call it being smart. I call it always being pleasantly surprised because you're either right or happy, you know? Like, I don't deal well with unbridled optimism. I find it annoying. I've also noticed that behind every massive optimist there is a very unhappy person paying the bill. Yes, I am contouring my nose. Yes, I know I said I would never really do this all the time. Turns out I'm a liar. I really actually like the way it looks. I've been thinking so much about my nose lately. I really want to get a nose job, but at the same time I'm 30 and I don't know if it's like a good financial decision. I could also get my teeth fixed. But to get my teeth fixed, I think I would need veneers at this point, and like I just found out that veneers are not permanent. You actually have to have them like taken out of your mouth and replaced every 10 years or something. And I'm like, wow, that was not what I was sold. I am so happy I never really looked into veneers, because I probably would have been sold veneers on a payment plan, and then I would have had these awful like nubbin teeth. And my teeth are actually not that bad. I know, like, you're probably looking at them and you're like, really? But like, trust me, you never saw them when I was younger. Ow, that was my elbow. I really can't believe that I bought vintage clothing. That is so amazing to me. So amazing. And like, I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, I wish I could have found something older than the 70s, and then I was like adding it up in my head, and I was like, hold on a minute, I don't think I want anything older than the 70s, because like, it's going to fall apart. So I feel like maybe the 70s are just like a fantastic era to be looking for vintage pieces, because I think it's like very impressive to have something from the 70s, but it's also like probably built well enough with like more modern fabric that it will not fall apart in a modern washing machine, unlike something from the 50s, which by this stage, Whew, I mean, I would love to have something from the 50s, but Jesus, do you think it even stays together? Like, at what point does thread start to disintegrate? Like, I don't know. Sometimes when I buy something, I imagine a hipster from the future finding it in a thrift store and just being like so excited and like wondering about the person who used to wear it. And it's like, haha, it was me, bitch. Hey. My face starts to look so serious when I put like the white eyeliner in my waterline. I mean, it looks serious all the time anyway, but like I feel like it makes it so much worse. Oh, still not married, just engaged. We have plans in the works now, finally, for getting married. I tried really hard to like plan it, but because there was so much compromise in like the decision to even get married, we're not having a wedding. We're like eloping. I couldn't plan it. I tried really hard. I tried a few times to plan it. I reached out to a few different people. I even at one point was like throwing in the towel. I was like, fine, I'm just gonna call a wedding planner and like have them do it and just pay the extra money. And like, I just couldn't do it. It was making me so sad. And like, that's so silly that like I know it won't be sad forever. I know that once it's done, I'm gonna be so grateful that we decided to do it this way. I know I'm gonna love it, but like it still kind of stings a little bit. So like I just know myself, and I know that like I know that if I push myself into planning it, I'm gonna have a breakdown on the day, and like that's now my only job. Other than like getting married is like do not have a breakdown on your wedding day. Like that, I've been doing so good lately. I haven't had a breakdown in so long. Like I haven't been screaming and crying in public in so many years, and I just want to keep that track record going. What would look good with purple? I think like this really light peachy color. Peach Parfait. These are, I always use the Lovely Cookie blushers from Etude House. Like that is the blush that I use all the time. I've tried to use other blush and it's not pigmented enough and I don't like it. And this stuff does kind of dry me a little, but I use hyaluronic acid face serum twice a day. So like that counteracts it. And also works against the drying of like all of the heating during winter in Canada. It is wild. It's like seriously wild in this country that people just like sit inside of their houses with all of their windows closed for like more than half of the year, drying their skin out with like a heater or they die. Like I hate that. I used to think my skin was dry in Australia, and then I experienced a Canadian winter. I had never in my life never could have prepared for how awful and dry and scaly I would become. Wow, so original. Oh my god. Visionary. Wow. And just in case my chin isn't big enough, I like to draw attention to it. What if I just did my makeup like this? It's like no eye makeup and just like face. Well, I mean, there's no face makeup because I'm not wearing foundation anymore. I'm only wearing concealer because I'm trying to like not smother my skin every day because I feel like that makes my skin look worse. My skin's looked better since I stopped wearing foundation, so I'm just continuing it. My pores seem smaller. Not where the blush goes. Wherever the blush goes, it's like not as good, but wherever the blush isn't, it's like better. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna use gumdrop to match my nails. And then I really want to like put like raspberry and cotton candy together somehow, but like maybe not with gumdrop. What would look good with it? I feel like all of these colors are like good, like all over colors, and then they're hard to like match together. Because I'm trying not to go for like the obvious choice, like, oh yeah, put yellow on the bottom, because like purple and yellow, like duh, but like I'm trying not to do that. Actually, I really want raspberry. I want to do gumdrop and raspberry together. I'm gonna go for it. Because like the clothes that I have to wear for Depop today are like brown, burgundy, purpley. They're like rich. They're rich like fall colors. Like burgundy is definitely in there, so I think this will work. I have to clean my brushes. Don't judge me. So I got my website to somewhere that I'm happy enough with it that it doesn't make me feel guilty every day for the fact that it exists. And then when I have more time, I say as if I'm like busy. I'm not even busy. This is awful. When I have more creative energy, because that's my problem, I'm kind of like creatively blocked at the moment. I'm going to come back to the website and I'm going to turn it into like a field guide to different like alternative fashion or different like fashion subcultures. I really want it to be like the first thing that pops up when you Google like a new thing. Like you see this hashtag on Instagram and you're like, oh my God, what's a soft girl? What's an e-girl? And like you can just Google it and it's like my little website and it's like a little field guide and it just like sums it up for you and gives you some examples. Now that is really different to what I originally wanted, but like I've thought about it a lot and I actually think that this is the website that I really want. Like my original concept, like this is that boiled down into something that's more understandable, more cohesive, and more attainable by one person. Because what I was wanting before is lovely, but like Jesus fucking Christ, it's not gonna work unless I have like a team of people, and even that probably wouldn't work. It was very, very ambitious and like, wow, congrats on the dreams. And it's funny because realistic goals has always been one of my like strong suits, and then I just like this came out of left field. You know, maybe that's good for me. If my dreams have always been a little bit on the safe side, perhaps it's healthy for me to learn how to dream a little bigger sometimes and not be disappointed when it doesn't work out. Because, like, I'm not disappointed. I know that things warp and twist as they manifest and become real. Like, I'm fully aware. That's actually something I run into when I talk to other people about, like, what I'm doing creatively in my projects and stuff. Like, I'll talk to them about, like, a failure I experienced, and then they're immediately like trying to be sympathetic and being like, oh no, that's all right, you're still so good. And I'm like, I never said I wasn't. Like, I know I'm like capable, it's just that didn't work. And like I find that I have to comfort people. I don't know why I'm saying this. This is why I haven't really been talking on camera, because like it's not coming out quite right, and I don't know if anyone wants to hear this. Maybe you can relate. I don't know. Let me know if I should shut the fuck up. See, it's not that bad, right? Did I just do the same makeup I've been doing for like the year, but in purple? I'm very sorry. I know I told you I wasn't gonna do that. I lied, I'm a liar. What do you want? What do you want from me? Go ahead and bark after dark, falling star, I'm your one call away. Da 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 da. When I both I am your escape. Do you know what I wish there was more of right now on the radio? Disco. Pure 70s disco music. I want disco. I'm so annoyed because like a friend of mine mentioned how much he loves disco music and like he's trying to like play that with his band, and I haven't heard them yet, so I don't know if he's achieved it, and I'm pretty sure he probably has. He's pretty good. So I just can't get it out of my head. Ever since he first mentioned it, I'm like, disco? What the fuck are you talking about, man? And at the time, I had this idea where I was gonna film these covers with people because I have a lot of friends who are musicians. I still want to do this. I just need my studio space done. It's not done. We're renovating our house, and my fiance's doing 99% of the work at the moment because it's all like construction and labor intensive, and then I'm gonna be doing the girly finishing things at the end. So like, we've been doing this for 5 years now, and the room currently like below us is going to be like a big bedroom, but it's also going to be a home recording studio that's a little bit soundproofed and is like pink, and it's almost done, but we keep running into like small issues here and there that are like really delaying the whole thing. So once that's done, I really wanted to do this thing where I have friends come in and like we do a cover together. So this guy, he told me like, okay, disco music, and I was like, well, I don't know what's disco music. So I remember there's this scene in a movie I love, which is Little Miss Sunshine, and they do this like song at the end, and I was like, well, that sounds like disco music. So I asked him like, hey, what do you think about Super Freak? And he was like, oh, hell yeah. So like, we may do that, because I have been practicing it, but like, I also haven't talked to him in so long, so like, I don't know if anyone even still likes me and wants to hang out with me. That sounded really emo. That sounded so emo. Hey, this came out okay. What else? I feel like there's more updates. I had my IUD removed a few months ago, my birth control, And for a long time, my cycle was not back to normal. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything icky. But now it's back to normal, so like I'm really, really happy about that. I never thought I'd be happy to say that. Say like, oh, it's my monthly. Like, never thought I'd be excited for that, and I actually am this time. Like every time, I'm like, oh my god, finally! Like, yeah. It's so weird how you like take something for granted until it's like not there anymore, and you're like, oh my god, no. Yeah. I don't know how much I weigh. I should probably. Do you want me to go weigh myself real quick and tell you? Hold on, let's do it. Okay, I'm still at 108, so like it's all right. I mean, I haven't lost anything, but I also haven't gained anything. That sucks. I did have like I had like a couple of weeks where it wasn't very good. I wouldn't say relapse because I was eating every day. Yeah, but it was a backslide. We'll call it a backslide. I just realized my chin looks so much smaller in the viewfinder than it does in my makeup mirror, and like maybe this is like what's giving me a complex. Oh. It looks way more normal up there, but like I have the makeup mirror down here, so like I see this. Probably not ideal. Every time I put on mascara, this eyelid starts twitching. Should I be worried about that? So I don't know what to do about all the girly uploads lately. I have been trying to attract more of a female audience, seeing as I'm selling on Depop and I'm selling ladies clothing, and I would like more women to find me on the internet. Sorry guys, but like that's why it's getting so feminine up in here. But like, what can I do to make it up to you? Seeing as I don't think I can vlog anymore because the algorithm punishes me severely every time I upload a vlog, and it's really messing up my self-esteem. So like, I get it. My life is not that interesting. Just because I'm a funny individual who sometimes looks moderately attractive doesn't mean I deserve views on my vlogs. No, like, I fully get it. They're just not that great. And, like, I know some people really, like, that's why they're here, to watch the vlogs, or at least that's what they tell me. Maybe they're just liars, but, like, what can I do to make it up to you guys? Because I really don't think I should upload vlogs anymore, seeing as it just doesn't look good. And like, I think more people hate the vlogs than like the vlogs, so we need to come up with a compromise, because like that's what you're supposed to do. It's like, what would you like? I really did want to live stream, but like if I live stream, it's like, I don't know about live streaming. I would seriously need somebody to like hold my hand through the entire process and also moderate. I wouldn't want to start live streaming without some kind of moderator, because I hang out in a couple of live stream communities, and I just think the algorithm would feed my live stream to those people, and you need moderators in those communities. Like, no offense, you little shits, but I mean, you are pretty fucking naughty. You're so bad. I just can't imagine like how wrong it could go if I live streamed without a moderator for the first time, and like you guys just get my channel banned. And what will I do? I'm nothing. I'll just go and cry somewhere. Like, so like if you want me to live stream instead of vlog, convince me. Tell me you'll help me set it up. Tell me you'll moderate for me, and I'll really think about it. Because I do think about it all the time. I do. I honestly think about live streaming so much. I'd love to do it, but I'd love to do it instead of the vlogs, because fuck it. I feel like these videos here, like where I sit down and talk for like a longer period of time, they do better than the vlogs where I like edit and try to make it look really pretty. So like, why shouldn't we just live stream? But let me know what you think. Please use the comment section to give me ideas. It's not so much giving me ideas, because I've got lots of ideas. I just need to know, like, what do you want to see if I was to stop vlogging? Because like, I just feel like I need something in here that's not so girly to balance it out. And music, yeah, I hear you about the music, but we do need that recording studio downstairs finished, because there's no space in my house. There's absolutely no space in my house for anything. We are down to like we're using like half of the house because like the rest of it is like under renovation and like pulled apart and like not livable. So we have like things crammed into every area. There's no storage. It's like, it's not a nightmare. It's very livable, but it's like, I just don't have the space to set up my keyboard and my synthesizer and my amps and everything in a space where the cats won't eat them. Sorry. I could do more covers, but like the only thing I have to do a cover with is that piano, and it's very creaky and crackly. And let me know. Leave me a comment. It's compromise. We're gonna figure it out. We'll talk it out, all right? Thank you very much for clicking on me. I'm so sorry that I scrapped the last vlog, but you're really, I saved you. It was really bad, honestly. So thank you for watching this one. There's the update. There's what's going on with me. And yeah, I will see you really soon. Bye.